My name is Everest Matras, and I'm here to review The Grey. Let's talk about this. First of all, okay, the soundtrack, for those of you that love scores, Steve Jablonsky, Hans Zimmer, okay, those of you that love scores like that, you're going to enjoy this soundtrack, okay, or the score, I should say. The soundtrack, I'm not sure what the songs were, but I think it was well conceived, beautiful. Okay, I almost wanted to come back and practice it on the piano, but never mind. Okay, on to the next thing. First of all, let's talk about this. I heard a couple of bad reviews about this film, and this is what I want to straighten out. I am a huge fan of nature. Let me explain. Big Cat Diaries, Shark Week, the ocean, whatever. Okay, Planet Earth, which is the best documentary ever made. Human Planet, which is interesting, but it's more about man versus nature. Which brings me to my next point. Man versus nature is a theme of this movie, obviously. Okay, and a lot of people say, oh, everything can technically be man versus nature. Relax, okay? There's a theme, and it's always well defined. In this one, it was spectacularly done. Man versus nature. Let me explain what nature is. First of all, nature is the turbulence and the Mother Nature's wickedness to bring down the planet. Then it's the cold weather, which, hypothermia and all other kinds of, I don't want to get too medical on you because my medical knowledge is like two peas in a pod that is the size of the ocean. So, so I'm just going to tell you that the cold brings along frostbite and all those kind of things, which are real issues if you're trying to walk south and survive. Okay? Number 3, okay? Nature is the wolves. Okay? And that is a gigantic theme because a lot of people that are unlike myself and others of you that do watch nature stuff don't understand that there's a hierarchy as far as the food chain is concerned in a place without human beings. We always assume that we're top of the food chain. Take away weapons, take away fire, take away, the ability to have resources at our hands, and all of a sudden, we're very low on the food chain. Very low. Okay? That's my expert analysis. You can ask anybody. We're very low on the food chain if we don't have resources and weapons and all that kind of stuff. We're not as specialized as human beings were a long time ago. Okay? We're now geared towards sitting down on a couch and watching TV. Okay? Now, I'm going to explain something to you. The people, okay, that are stuck in this condition have the gift of having the character that Liam Neeson plays, who essentially, okay, has expertise, like me, about nature, okay, especially about these wolves, okay. So they kind of have a little bit of a edge. What you want to know in this film is, can one man lead a group of straggling survivors, knuckleheads, to safety? Can he do that in the middle of nowhere? This movie really gets to me in a way that it wouldn't to others. That's my interest. Okay? I want to know how far along human beings have gone down the need for our bodies to be useful. Do you know what I mean? In terms of like keeping us alive, because we depend on, like, we train other people with weapons and specialized weapons, and that's how we keep ourselves safe. Build fences. When you can't build fences, what happens? That's what I want to know. And this film answered that. Great film. Great themes. 3 of them. Okay? Mother Nature up there, crashing the plane. Mother Nature as far as the cold and snow and weather. Mother Nature as far as the wolves who have a real hierarchical structure and a real, real like permanent PMS period. If you know what I mean, like they really can be aggravated at the drop of a dime. But that's the culture there. You have to fight for your status in the hierarchy. So when those two kind of things clash, where we don't really have to fight, we complain. Oh, I have to fight. I have to go sit at a desk and write on papers and print that out in the fax machine. I have to fight for my life. That's not what that is. Okay, teeth sinking into somebody else and then holding them down because what you want is to breed some cubs that won't be harassed by the higher, and that's real. That's really fighting for your status. And when those two worlds collide, that brings up the fourth thing for me, which was very interesting, which is who's a better animal? Is it us or is it the wolves? Watch this movie. It is fantastic. And the director did a very good job of juxtapositioning silent beauty, as far as what you were seeing on the scene, with absolute mayhem. You'll see what I mean. Silent beauty, mayhem. Exactly like that. Go watch this movie, The Grey. Fantastic. Liam Neeson, great job. My Frank Grilla, fantastic. He was in The Warrior. He trained the other brother who was dealing with the mortgage stuff. He was his trainer with the classical music. Fantastic actor. I would love to see more of your stuff. You too, Liam. Do the damn thing. Doses.